Hey everyone. Well, I'm sure you heard by now that our governor has opened up the great state of Louisiana coming this Saturday, May 16th, at least partially. Many businesses, retail outlets, restaurants are going to be opening again under some very strict supervision guidelines, and many of us are happy for that very thing. Many of you, though, are asking about the church because the church was included in this, and will we as a church be opening up? Well, we as a staff have been looking at this for really quite some time now, and we had a little bit of an inkling as to what it might look like because the governor gave us some heads up a few weeks ago, and we thought we knew what the restrictions might be. And so we've been looking at what needs to be in place, how do we protect our folks, what kind of practices do we need to do, and when would it really make sense for us to do this? I had someone tell me that a medical community official said this. He said, if you compare the COVID-19 pandemic to a baseball game, he said, think of it this way: we're in the second inning. Yeah, how many innings does a baseball game have? 9. I mean, so the medical community is saying this is still a bit of a problem, and we should be very careful in moving forward. So here's some thoughts that are guiding us as we move forward. For me personally, I realized that a church of our size gathered together, even at 25% occupancy, is going to be more people gathered in one place than almost any other place in the city. The large churches are going to have more people sitting close to one another than any other business in the city. I don't know any restaurants at 25% occupancy are going to have more than 200 people. We would easily. And so that's just not feasible, I don't think. We're exposing way too many people. We're increasing the risk, and mostly to our most vulnerable folks. I mean, we all know it's the older folks like me that'll be the first ones to come back because we're just like so dang lonely. We got to get back over there. And, well, we got to protect each one. The question is it too much of a risk? I think it is right now. So we've already announced to you before that we're not going to meet for the month of May. We'll continue to do what we're doing. The next governor's announcement will be June the 5th, and he will probably be taking us into phase 2. We have a little bit of an idea of what that might look like, but we're not sure completely. So we'll be keeping abreast of what new developments arise there. The one thing we really don't know is what the facts on the ground will be. I mean, the truth is, phase 1, this thing could either continue to go down or it could spike back up, which would be horrible. So we don't want to be in any way responsible for seeing that go up the other way. We as a church. Not only we want our people to get sick, but we don't want this thing to jumpstart another life. So we're going to go slow, and I hope you're comfortable with that, because it's just what we need to do. I realize you know there's some other churches that are going to be opening, and I don't lead those churches. We don't make their decisions for them, and they have to do the best they can to make wise decisions, and I'm sure they are. Different churches, different sizes, different situations, different opinions about it all. So we're trying to make the best decision for the common good of all of our folks, and so we will remain closed through the month of May. I remember learning something very important during Hurricane Katrina, and I'm seeing evidence of the same thing now. And the truth is, the church is not a building. The church is you. It's me. It's people. And we are serving our communities. You're loving your neighbors, and that's all that you can do right now. And actually, the church didn't even have buildings for 4 centuries. Yeah, but we have. We've always had buildings. And yes, we have. But I have found us as a church, the Vineyard Church of New Orleans, sometimes we act more like church when we don't have the use of the building. Hurricane Katrina and this virus right here. There's a lot of good things happening. I can't wait to hear all the stories of how God has used you and others to be good neighbors. So look, I want to get together. I really do. I love it. I want to have communion together. I want to baptize people. I want to do all that stuff. I just don't know when yet. We're not ready to set a date. We'll have to wait. We'll be processing information during these next few weeks. We will listen to the governor, and we will be ready to make another kind of announcement, maybe a different one, on June 5th, or a little bit before that when he tells us what it should look like then. During phase one, we will continue to be active as a staff. We're actually going to use phase one to bring our staff back into the office. And instead of working from home, we'll be working together again, adhering to all the guidelines and safety precautions we need to take. Until then, until the end of May, we will continue with our online Sunday, our midweek Wednesday, our Kingdom Kids Sunday gathering, and then our student life hangouts for all the kids. So I just appreciate so much the ability that we have to communicate this way. Our team, John Cabro and Ethan Asters, leading our worship, doing the production, Andrew doing some speaking. I appreciate that we've been able to really, I think, maintain some good ministry and be of some real help to people this way during this time. So I would say, pray for us, pray for the staff as we muddle through this and as we try to make a good decision. You know, pray for us to have wisdom as we re-enter social life that's a little bit different. And you know what? We'll pray for you because some of you are going back to work and you're re-entering social life that's going to be different. We'll pray for you, you pray for us. And hopefully, not too many more weeks from now, hopefully we'll all be together again. Well, God bless you. Have a great day. Love you all. See you soon.